Hey guys, we have been traveling full-time across Southeast Asia for months now. And in that time, we've stayed everywhere, from budget hotels to luxury resorts, even Airbnbs.
Yeah, and well, every place had its own little charm. There were some surprises, especially when it comes to cost, comfort, and what you're really getting for your money.
Yeah, so today in this video, we're going to compare 5 different types of stays. An economy hotel, a kind of a mid-range hotel, a luxury hotel, and then a couple of Airbnbs. One was a studio and one was a 1-bedroom, full closed off bedroom, living room access, kind of like a home. And this is just to help you as you're trying to find accommodations for your traveling. It might help you pick one that works best for you for your next trip or for your long-term life in Southeast Asia.
So the key to this is to stick around to the end, because we're going to tell you which one we would pick in a heartbeat and then which one we probably wouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. The economy hotel is usually around $25 to $40 a night. And with that, you get a clean room, basic Wi-Fi, sometimes breakfast, but not much else.
Yeah, it's really great. Those are great for short stays, but your space is limited. The amenities are basic, but you know what? If you just need an air conditioning, a shower, and a place to sleep, they'll get the job done.
Great for a short stay, like if you want to be close to an airport for the night before you fly out. Something like that is perfect.
So we want to make sure we give you all the information we have. So we're going to be reading off of a screen. So if you see it flicking down, we're going to be reading some more stuff. We want to just make sure you get all the information. So Midline Hotel, that's a mid-range hotel between $60 and $100 a night. Mm-hmm. That's where we start to feel at home. Yeah. We've got all the comforts of a pool, a gym, daily housekeeping.
Yeah, these hotels really strike a perfect balance for us. I love to swim. If you watch our channel a lot, you know that that's important to me. So sometimes when you get the basic hotel, you don't get a pool, you might not get a good gym. So those things are important to us. So we like these mid-range hotels. You still get those loyalty points and the service is really dependable. So
yeah, and it's you get consistent Wi-Fi and good breakfast, friendly staff, real helpful, almost always a concierge of some kind to help you if you have questions about where to go and how to get there. So that's pretty handy.
It's really good for those long-term travel stays. And then we jump up to the luxury hotel. These are going to cost you anywhere from $150 to $300 a night. We've never paid that much for a luxury hotel because we use the points, the IHG points. So even when we stayed at the luxury hotel, the Intercontinental in Hua Hin, Thailand, it only cost us about $105 for that night with the hotel points, and that included the lounge. So whenever there's a lounge, we barely buy any food, if any at all. So that was $105 a night all in. So again, just a little push for the IHG Chase branded credit card. See in the description of this video, we'll show you how you can use our referral link and sign up for the card. You get 140,000 bonus points just for signing up. And then
that's a vacation right there.
If you just put all of your normal everyday spend on, you're going to have all these points to use like we do. So that's a lovely little hack there for you. When you stay at these luxury hotels like an Intercontinental or an Indigo type hotel, you're going to get top-notch service. Like I said, you're going to get the lounges and you get these beautiful rooms. It just feels so luxurious.
Yeah, and that's one thing that, it really is where this IHG thing really takes off. It strikes a balance of, these hotels in the US, they'd be 2 or 3 times that much money, if not more. And I'm not sure you'd get the same level of service. I've never had high tea and free happy hour lounge access.
If you like to drink alcohol, we do not, but if that is your jam, you're you will love going to a lounge because
Yeah.
you get free alcoholic beverages and the evening hours with your dinner. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And
Plus, you get daily housekeeping. You get 24-hour security, which is really important for a lot of us, especially those solo travelers out there that want to feel that extra bit of safety. And just those small touches make hotel living so easy. And a lot of these luxury hotels, or even kind of a long-term, when you get upgraded to a suite, which we have consistently been upgraded to suites here in Southeast Asia, you even get a little cooktop in your hotel room.
Yeah.
You get a big hotel room and you get a cooktop, so it feels a lot like home, and it feels like an Airbnb. So
yeah, some of the amenities you get, you can see in some of our other videos, but there's, there was a couple of places where they had evening chocolates and bed turned down.
Yeah.
They'd restock your water for you during the day, so that's another thing, you don't even have to buy water. They're supplying water, bottled water, which we
it's
highly recommend here.
Complimentary, and they will give you more if you need it, so you don't have to feel bad about asking for more.
And there's usually a coffee maker or a tea kettle or both in the room.
Yep.
And you can access that lounge during the day, even when it's not high tea or happy hour, and you can get snacks, drinks,
Usually
sodas.
it's like some little crackers or cookies, but sodas, waters, juices.
Yeah, you don't have to buy those.
Or just out all the time.
And you're not out searching for food either, because you know where it's at.
We highly recommend, if you're going to a new area, book your first couple nights at a hotel with a lounge, because it'll give you that food right there where you know it's convenient. And usually if a hotel has a lounge, it has at least one or more restaurants too.
That's another bonus too.
And that's another thing, we like to use our rewards points,
and you can use it
money
for food.
For restaurants.
And again, another bonus where you're not having to find food by food. Not saying that it's not worth going out and finding food. That's believe
you want
me,
to taste.
You want to get a local taste, but it is definitely something that is a bonus for that. The only downside might be you're a little insulated from, if you're staying in the hotel all the time, you kind of feel a little insulated from the local vibes. But so just get out. Don't spend all your time.
Don't be a hermit.
Yeah, don't spend all. Maybe you want to though. I mean, but you could.
Well, the thing is, if you're doing this as a lifestyle like Tyke and I are, then there's days when you don't go out.
Yeah.
There's days when you're not going to be sightseeing. You're not going to be running around trying to see everything or go to all the places. You're just going to be like sitting in your room, relaxing,
doing this,
working on YouTube, whatever it is that you need to work on.
Yeah.
There's still stuff you're going to have to take care of back wherever your home is, and so you kind of have to do that stuff anyway. So our next one is a studio Airbnb. We stayed in a studio Airbnb in Hua Hin, Thailand, and those usually run around $35 to $60 a night. And we highly recommend just searching way ahead. Get an Airbnb that has a refund. Like a lot of times you can book them up to a year in advance, maybe 6 months in advance, and you get a better deal because you can kind of be flexible with your dates. And then if your plans change or that's not quite going to work out, there is that grace period where you can cancel and get a full refund, which we have done, and it worked out great. So the nice thing about a studio Airbnb is we had a kitchenette. We did not have a washing machine in that one.
But we had access to a laundry facility on property, which was really cheap. It was really inexpensive.
Nice. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about a 1-bedroom apartment style Airbnb. And this really was our favorite when you talk about the Airbnbs. The studio was a little small. It would be great for a short stay. But when you're staying for like a month, a little studio for 2 people that are used to having a full house can get a little small after a while.
Yeah. Prices for these, they'll run $60 to $120, and you can get discounts for weekly and monthly stays like we did.
Yeah, highly recommend if you're booking on Airbnb or VRBO that you do it, check your prices for a month, because you're going to get a better per night price, definitely.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff is ideal for slow travelers or retirees who just want that comfort without those 5-star prices.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just something that you have to be patient with, is if something breaks, because you need to rely on the host not the front desk to come and fix it.
Yeah.
So we experienced that a couple of
We
times.
have, and we had some really good luck with good hosts because in one of our Airbnbs, the air conditioning stopped working, which is vital in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And when we first got there, the TV didn't work, so we had pretty rapid response from that, and thought it was great that the host was willing to accommodate us for that stay. So that's nice.
Got it fixed for us right away.
You hear horror stories, but we haven't experienced any of those.
No.
Yeah. So after trying all 5 options, what's our verdict?
Ooh, well, for a short stay, hotels win hands down in our opinion.
Yeah, easy in and out. You don't have to mess with any of the how do I get the key, how do I figure out if the lock works, where do I tell the Uber to take me.
Probably we'll get at least one meal a day, one
in a
pretty
hotel,
good sized meal a day. And they're usually located in good places with access, and
for longer stays, we do like the Airbnb apartments, the 1-bedroom apartments. You can save money and they do feel like home.
But with hotel points, mid-range hotels can actually be cheaper overall, which isn't something you'd expect.
Yeah, it really depends on your travel style, convenience, or independence. For us, we kind of like a mix of both.
Yeah.
We like to use our IHG Chase branded card hotel points, and then like Tyke said, we can stay in those mid-range, like the Crown Plaza type hotels with a lounge, and we can go out and get food if we want, but we don't have to.
Which is really convenient.
We've spent our average price for a hotel night in those kind of range hotels are 50 to 55, 60 at the most.
And that's
we did splurge on the luxury hotel and spend 105 like we said, but yeah, we like the hotel mid-range.
Yeah, it kind of gives you all you need, and
you get that security of having security guards on hand. We haven't had any trouble with security at Airbnbs. The only thing I would say is the other day we were in the pool and there was a group of like 10 young men age kids, and they were laughing and having fun, and I was doing my exercises by the side of the pool, and Tyke was just standing off waiting for me, and I think they were speaking a different language, so I don't know what was going on, but I think they dared one of them to try to see how close he could get to me swimming, and when I realized he was about to touch me with his hands, I started moving, and the minute I turned around and looked out of the pool area, Tyke and the security guard that was in charge of the pool area were right there, which is pretty awesome. So we feel safe at either one, even for solo travelers. I think you just have to be aware of your surroundings. Like, I don't think this kid was gonna do anything bad. I think they were just having some kicks and giggles, but it was pretty awesome to see my husband and the security guard ready to defend my honor if anything needed to happen. So that is our advice for Airbnbs and hotels. Be smart. If you're doing an Airbnb, check the 30-day, how much it would be for a 30-day stay. 28 to 30, it just depends on the host, how they give those discounts. And make sure you get the refundable price. Yeah. Because you want to have some flexibility to change your plans if you feel like it. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and let us know, would you rather stay in a hotel or an Airbnb?